Good morning, dear students. So, I hope you have listened to the audio which I have already sent you. Now, I'm sending you the next topic of the lesson number 1, that is types of operating system. Please, before listening to the audio, I'm telling you again, go through the chapter thoroughly. I'm sending you the pics of the chapter also side by side. So, page number 12, topic is types of operating system. There are different types of operating system. First of all, single user operating system. Single user operating system means a computer system which can be used by only one user, and only one user can use it through the keyboard, monitor, etc. And the examples are Microsoft DOS or Windows, which were used earlier. Nowadays, all are multi-user operating system. We don't have any single user operating system in use right now. Then multi-user operating system, where multiple users can use the computer at the same time. They are known as multi-user operating system. Their examples are Windows, XP, 7, 8, which we all are using nowadays. Then multi-processing operating system. Multi-processing operating system means where with one computer system there are two or more processors or CPUs attached, and they are used to process any of the program or any of the task which we are doing. Then time sharing. Time sharing means the same CPU is used to perform different functions. That is called time sharing operating system. GUI operating system means directly through the keyboard or mouse we can click on the icons and we can do the complex commands and syntax also. We can do those actions. That is called GUI operating system. Then real-time operating system. The example of the real-time is like railway reservation system or banking system, where side by side the interface or the work will be done and it will be updated. It works in real time. So that is real time operating system. Distributing operating system. The example for explaining this I can use is our school only. Like principal ma'am, your teachers, all of you as students, the work is distributed among all of them. Your work is to study, teacher's work is to teach you, and principal or coordinators, their job is to control the whole system. So that is distributed operating system. Now some of the most commonly used operating systems are Unix, Linux, BOS, which is nowadays in use. Now we will discuss about the user interfaces. There are two types of user interfaces: command user interface, that is CUI, and graphical user interface, that is GUI. So first of all, we will discuss command user interface. Command user interface, in this there is no interaction between the user and the computer system takes place, as there are no images or icons or any graphics on the screen. We just have to type the commands, and according to the commands we have entered, it performs the jobs. So there are few advantages also and disadvantages also of CUI. Advantages are that only the experienced person who know the commands, only they can use that. So there is less chances of misuse of the computer system. Second advantage is that it takes very little memory, and it is very slow also. And these, we feel in the past we were thinking that these are advantages, but there are disadvantages also. Like the person, any layman who is not aware of the command, they cannot use that operating system. Second thing is, error messages are not usually very helpful. Like nowadays in the GUI, whatever message we are getting on the screen, we come to know what error or what mistake we have made, but in that we will not come to know. Then second interface is graphical user interface. Graphical user interface is exactly opposite of command user interface, in which there is interaction between the user and computer system takes place. And we can click, we can drag, we can drop, and so on. So many actions we can do with the help of mouse and keyboard. And their examples are Windows 98, Windows XP, 7, Windows 8, and so on. All the Windows which are coming nowadays, they are GUI only, all the operating systems. Then GUI is also known as WIMP. WIMP means Windows, Icons, Menus, and Pointers. So now we will discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of GUI. So first of all, advantages: it is easy for the beginners, because as CUI, if a layman is using, as I told you, they cannot use it, but GUI can be used easily, and there are no need to learn the complicating commands also. And in the GUI we have WYS IWYG interface also. benefit means what you see is what you get. जो भी आपको दिखेगा, you will able to get that only. Then disadvantages are what? It takes a lot of memory space, first of all. Second thing, it is slow for the experienced programmers, the one who is very much good enough to use the computer. He or she will feel that it is very slow. Okay, now we will discuss about the difference between CUI and GUI. I hope you must have understood till now, but still I'll explain you once again. In the CUI, old computers were using this, then they were harder to navigate, like pointer and all were not there, so it was difficult. There was only text, and the example was DOS, DOS, disk operating system. Now GUI, modern computers use GUI, and here the actions can be performed with the mouse, so we can easily navigate. Then graphics and images are also there, whereas in the CUI there was only text, and its example is all the latest versions of Windows. So that's all about your chapter. Now read the chapter and listen the audio carefully, and then I will send you the back exercise for the chapter. Thank you, students.